Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
First
They really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Winston now to throw on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot,
Still
you
second
are
down.
like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And inside inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through the play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything
Neutral zone
else.
infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he hooks it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Bray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away.
Reset. Hey, easy. No.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
That's fine. Yeah. Good. Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Jameis on second down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Winston. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Reset. Hey, easy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Reset. Hey, easy.
to Fournette. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw, Winston. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Ready, Y25.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Will take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
319.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get it up the middle and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You reset. Hey, easy. Hey, check 26.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. He's going to go for it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's fine, yeah.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Buccaneers have it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, but a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still first down.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
3 down. Ready. Move it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue ready. What is that?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Easy, easy, easy. Ready. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed me. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut into that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right. Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to air one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
26. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
3-19.
Here's a give to Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
58. Hey, check 26. Here we go. 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here a minute.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, Defensive end,
first down.
he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups, but here he's a foot or so from clearing that ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Rodgers throwing here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.